Welcome back, everyone, to Hearthstone Masters Korea, the special match, which may...
Special event.
Special event.
Special match or special event?
Special match.
Special match.
It is a match. It's not an event.
It's an event. It's
a
big event.
Everything's an event, though.
That's true. This is an important event, though, because right now, Korea is on the ropes. Orange looking to bring it home for the Global Geniuses. He has to take down Flurry, the last Korean player standing today.
Yeah, if Orange wins here, the Global Geniuses will take it. What is that?
4-2.
4-2. On the flip side, if Flurry wins, then we'll go to match point for everyone with Sabit's coming back for the Global Geniuses.
Yeah.
So, Flurry, here he is on Golden Point. He's waited quite some time since his first match today. And it is getting late here, but there he is in the booth, all focused and ready to go with his Rogue, Druid, and Warrior deck.
He's been able to study Orange over the last match as well, as well as the other one. So he's got a really good look at his opponent coming into this Rogue, Druid, and Warrior. So using that Warrior instead of the Paladin, and I think that may actually be a bit of a bonus.
Yeah, I would think so. On the flip side, of course, we do have Orange, who has now won 2 matches for the Global Geniuses. One against Pomlat, and one just now.
I just want to see Dragon Control Warrior go against Standard Control Warrior and see what the late game looks like.
Would be pretty fun, actually.
Dragon filled.
Not too much of that, but there he is looking all happy. Orange is like, yeah, that's right, I'm going to win it. Win it for everyone, just like I do for myself.
He's going to try. 2 big wins already this season.
Yeah, I mean, he's really making a big name for himself. Starting this year, and doesn't look like he's going to stop anytime soon.
Yep, we casted his first big win ever.
That's true.
At IEM in Poland.
Yeah, Katowice. So
went right on to win Seed Story Cup after that, and now he's here today.
He's on a tear.
That's right.
Here at OGN, he's here to shut down the Korean dream.
I guess so.
Oh no! But here we go. We are going to start match number 6 right away. Set number 1 between Orange and Flurry.
Match. Druid versus Druid.
What a start.
Yeah. Who gets the wild growths?
Pretty much.
It's going to be Flurry.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of a lackluster hand for Orange starting things out here. We'll see what he gets after tossing everything back.
Oh.
We'll never know. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you got an Innervate.
Yeah, where's the shade? No shade.
Shade does have a coin, though.
Early piloted shredders are certainly not a bad thing either.
Yeah, he could Innervate that out. Sir. And I think you... Oh, I think you do. Especially because you got a second one, too.
Yeah.
Because you can coin the next one out right after, or you can even bring out the keyboard depending on what they put out.
There's a lot of early pressure, and we're just going to see the shade of next round. This is turn from Flurry.
Yeah, but this is going to pressure Flurry to want to trade the shade into the shredder.
Yep, trade the shade. And here comes pilot shredder number 2. So this is a lot of early strength on the board for Orange. And this is something that you need if you want to set up a fast combo and take this Druid Mirror. And even if you trade your shade in, you're really not gaining anything from it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Is they're still going to get another minion. It's still going to be 2v0, you know?
Yeah, you do have this Druid of the Claw now.
Yeah. That's pretty nice.
Oh, and he's not going to trade it. Okay.
Well, he knows his opponent would have to run both shredders into trade anyway, unless he has something like that.
You think?
Well,
okay.
Ooh,
that's
the hyena.
Not. Well, if he gets a Steward of Claw and he runs it in to kill it, that buffs the hyena.
That does count as a beast, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Just so we're clear. See, that's gonna force the force of nature, the hyena.
It's been forced.
Too scary.
So how is he going to trade this, though? Let's see. Well, attacking yourself isn't the greatest idea. You can keep the Shade of Naxxramas alive.
Yeah, that's probably your best bet here. What's it gonna be though? Can it trade with the Shade?
Oh man.
Ooh.
Mistress of Pain.
Okay. Well,
Mistress of Pain.
Okay.
Yeah, he can just... I mean, he could have traded with his hero power, but he would have lost his Mistress of Pain.
Right.
Well, might as well. Because 5-3, 4-2 doesn't really matter with that 4-6 taunt out, but Dr. Boom could be hitting the board here. And he's thinking about maybe playing Shade and then hero powering in to kill the Druid of the Claw.
Yeah.
But that's just like committing way too much to not enough benefit. I think anyway.
Okay.
I think Dr. Boom is fine. Suppose you could Harrison as well too, huh?
You could. I actually kind of like Harrison hero power and then next turn just rag. But taking 4 more, actually, that's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, you are, to a certain extent, leaving a lot up to chance by playing Dr. Boom, but it's something that you're going to get a lot out of next turn, and you're going to get something out of on their turn if they decide to try to deal with it in any way.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
EGH drawn by Orange. That was just what the doctor ordered. Not that doctor, because that doctor's going to die from what was just ordered. So you get what I'm saying.
But some doctor somewhere.
That doctor did not order it, but some doctor somewhere ordered that big game hunter right to Orange's hand.
Well, now if you're going to BGH that, do you actually just Savage Roar here to get rid of the Shade with your Mistress of Pain? Because then you can still do 8 damage to face, bringing him down to 13.
Yeah, and you already have the combo. You mean you would use part of it, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's pretty tempting. He's thinking about it. Running out of time, though. Figure it out. Figure it out, Orange.
I think you Savage Roar.
He's doing it. And there's that BGH. Yeah, Flurry obviously a bit upset about that. And already things set up for lethal next turn.
Yeah, exactly.
8 plus 6 is 14.
So
you got to get some good boom bots this time. Maybe a good Shade of Naxxramas. You may even actually, a good Shade of Naxxramas, maybe even a good Ragnaros. Would you consider healing?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, if I would heal or if I would rag. I guess it really depends on the boombot hits, actually.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that does really determine a lot of what's going to happen. Where's he go? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, then I would rag.
Yeah. So you're going to die to the combo either way, I suppose. Oh, we got it.
Wow, okay.
Dude.
Well,
All right.
Well, okay,
We've got
a draw.
We've got a game now. Yeah.
Yeah. Orange has to find a second Savage Roar here.
The first time that Reg doesn't hit face, though, Flurry's in big trouble. Now, here's a turn where you might just heal yourself. Hero power.
Well, Flurry would want his rag to actually not hit face for now.
Yeah, I'm saying the first time it does hit.
Oh, it does hit face, okay.
Yeah, because then your opponent can get through and kill you.
Yes.
Yeah. So, the first time it hits face,
Yeah,
Flurry
so
will be
this time you
very
definitely
sad.
heal.
I think that's obviously the best way to survive. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to draw cards, but if you don't heal, you're going to be in... Although, well, let's see. If you don't heal, then you just die to whatever's left of the combo, right?
Yes.
Oh, actually, let's see. It'd be 11,
well, no,
12.
he would be at 12 for what we see in Orange's hand. But
And if you heal and they have the combo, then you're dead either way. But I think healing is still the safest option.
yeah, I think you kind of need to.
Yeah. Yep. What's he gonna do?
And then for Flurry, you would want it Hit the Agent of Lore.
Yep, that's right. What's it going to do? Is it going to clear the board again? This could turn things around for Flurry. Oh, it hits face. Dangerous. And what's it going to be? Oh, swipe. Okay. So what's the damage right now? Do 12 this turn.
Well, you can get rid of Rag
Yeah.
with the Wrath and the Agent of Lore, right?
Yeah. Still leave 5/5 out for your opponent, though, which means that if he has the combo, you die at 21 health, because it's 14 plus 7 then.
Then maybe, oh wait. Then maybe you swipe the Ancient of Lore and you cycle.
Yeah. Maybe you cycle first, actually, to see what you get.
Well, okay, fair enough, yeah.
Either way, though, I think that's probably going to be the play. Not a lot you can do about Ragnaros right now that doesn't overcommit. And he draws the Savage Roar.
Man.
Yep, so now you swipe the Ancient. Yep, and then you just armor up, and you are feeling pretty good
Yeah.
about this. Yeah.
Now,
Nope.
Flurry, of course, doesn't have the combo.
Right, but if he did, and Rag hit face, he
Right,
could win.
then he would win.
But that's not going to happen. So I think it's looking pretty good for Orange here in game number 1.
Yeah, so the game is over because he has no way of killing his own Shredder either.
Yep. That's right. And armoring up doesn't do anything for him.
Ah,
Yeah, he knows that he's just going for it. He's like, well, armoring up doesn't help me at all. To the face. Doesn't matter. And Orange is going to take game number 1 and win this Druid Mirror.
yeah.
There it is. The double combo. He got 2 Savage Roars this game.
Yeah, and good call on using that Savage Roar earlier.
Doesn't even need it. All he needs is a hero power. And I mean, it's good information to keep, because I don't think he's used both Savage Roars in his previous game.
I don't think so.
So
That's what I was actually thinking.
yeah, he still has Flurry Wondering, but I guess it doesn't matter because the deck is off the table now anyway for the rest of the night. So
Well, true, actually.
but
Yeah, you're
maybe
right.
tomorrow it might matter.
For sure.
Yeah, Orange takes the win in game number 1 here. So Flurry can bring back that Druid again next game. He's got Rogue and Warrior to deal with, or to try out himself.
All right. Orange leading things up 1-0 once again. Orange, will he bring home the win for the Willwood Geniuses and end the night 4-2 in favor of that team? Or will Flurry be able to fight back and try to extend it and maybe have a chance at playing Savits too?
Yep.
It's a pretty rough schedule for Flurry here if he wants to win for the green team. He needs to win 2 more best of 5s.
Yep. Well, sometimes, Chober, you just got to dig deep and play some good Hearthstone. And Flurry has been doing that. He's been playing some good Hearthstone. It's still a best of 5, so this one could really go either way.
Yeah, Flurry did beat Starcard today, so we'll see if he can beat Orange. Well, it looks like players are ready for game number 2.
Yep.
So let's jump right into it. And, all right, Flurry switching over to his Rogue, whereas Orange went right over to his Gamnock.
Yeah. You know, the best thing about this night, no matter who wins, is that it's been very competitive. It has not been one-sided at all either way.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like
been a good night.
the Korean representatives are certainly showing themselves to be capable of taking on good players from outside Korea as well.
Yeah, I mean, the global players that were invited, of course, have had a long time reputation by now in their play and have a lot of faith from the community and their high level of play. But the Korean players, it still had some skepticism because, you know, they've only had one season in 2015 to really prove themselves.
True. Well, like I mentioned earlier, I'm like really happy actually with the 4 players we were able to get for this, because I think it's a really good cross section of some of the best pros out there right now in terms of different styles. You know, we've got deck builders, we've got veterans, we've got like the current really hot player. We've got like a guy who is just so steady and so solid that he's been known as one of the best for a long time. So it's just a really good mix of players. Same goes for Korea though too. You know, we've got players who've been around for a while. We've got Palmblad, kind of the innovator as well.
And
Socio getting 3-0'd.
Celcio did get 3-0. But
I mean, it's got to happen to somebody, right?
exactly.
It's rare in
sometimes.
Conquest, but it does happen.
Sometimes it happens.
And it was a close 3-0 if you go back and watch those games if you missed them.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess you got to toss that coin out.
Yep. Don't want to burn any cards. Wow, that seemed like the music thing seemed very sinister for some reason right now. I don't. It's not usually that intense.
All right. Probably the Twilight Drake here.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Come on. Just Twilight Drake it up. Or not.
Oh, okay.
No fire.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You can still Mountain Giant and some free protection next turn if you want.
True. And he's got a Molten Giant in his hand as well, so.
He's got 2 Molten Giants, actually.
Yeah. Only one Taunt Giver, though.
Yeah.
That's where the worry kind of comes in. Never mind. Taunt now.
It does have that Belcher to follow suit.
Here we go. Here's where you start demanding answers from the rogue player as Warlock.
And he will have answers to some extent.
Well, yeah, he can definitely kill this Mountain Giant.
Yeah, he can kill it while keeping his Lilith alive, actually. It doesn't feel too bad, in my opinion, given the matchup, to use Backstab, SI7, and Eviscerate. It's a lot of cards, but...
Yeah. That's the thing, though, is you can only do it, like, twice per matchup, right? And then suddenly you have nothing to deal with whatever comes afterwards. And
I mean, that's the same for most matchups against Handlock, though, except for Shaman, I guess.
Back to, we go back to, like, the Handlock versus Miracle Rogue days as well, too, it was the same thing. You know, it was really the same situation, where Rogue just really struggled in terms of playing card efficient versus Handlock because of the enormous amount of health of the minions.
Yep, but gonna go for that play.
Yep, it does clear it.
Now, yep, all of it there. So 19.
This gives him a great way to deal with the Sludge Belcher too. It makes it hard for Orange to play that this turn. And he's low health enough that Orange has got to be seriously worried about getting put close to death.
Yeah, he can actually. Couldn't he be? Yeah.
He could theoretically be killed.
Yeah, if he draws Tinker's Oil, then that would be lethal for Flurry.
And he's going to play Thoris, and he's going to risk it. It's unlikely that you would see that happen, but it is possible.
Very true. I mean, there are only 4 cards in Flurry's hand, so...
Well, Antique Healbot is a nice card to see, but it's not going to get Flurry the win right now like he was looking for.
So, you do have Prep Sprint.
Now, how much damage do you want to put on the Warlock this turn? That's the question. Not a lot, as he will just Prep Sprint.
Just Sprint.
Oh, just Sprint, you're right.
Yeah. Which I think is fair.
I think it's... I mean, the thing is...
you can hit once more.
Normally it is safe to go to face, but you really have to think carefully about it after seeing Emperor Thorson go through one turn, and yeah, he's just going to leave it.
Okay.
I think going to face still would have been okay, but...
Yeah, I think it would have been okay.
Yeah, because he would have, reduced his Mountain Giants down to 5, right? And so that means he could have played 1 in a Sun-Free Protector, which, with 2 saps in your hand, is not a big concern.
Exactly. You had 2 saps in your hand, but...
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Wait,
all right,
do you
so you sap Tinker's Sharp Sword Oil, and is that enough damage then?
Well, you can also Deadly Poison it before Blade Flurry, thanks to the prep.
You're right, you're right.
So you have 6 from the oil, and then 2 from the Deadly Poison, so 8, 9, 12, and then 6 more from... Okay, so you'd be at 18. Oh man, if only the Drake was out there.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you just sap it and then you put the Astro Drake down and then you basically.
If you sap this, though, and they put a bunch of taunts down, then you're going to be in a bit of trouble.
But it would have made a difference.
What?
If he hit base last turn. Just saying.
You know, you're right. I mean, I do think that, you know, it's funny because I feel like if we could have any criticism for these Korean players, the same applies to Luxam, is that they play perhaps a little bit too careful.
They've switched, really.
Yeah, they have.
Too aggressive to be too careful.
They have. Now he's going to attack, and there's a deadly poison as well. So he's still in good shape.
Yes, he does have a second sap, right? So he's not worried about the Belcher coming back out. The biggest worry here is a Sun Fury and or a Defender of Argus, which we are not looking. Yeah, we don't see that.
Would Antique Healbot and then trading into the Twilight Drake push him out of lethal range? I think it would.
Yeah, so he'd be at 24. Yeah. You can put down the next Drake, though. So you're at 9. That'd be 6, 7, 8. So you can still have the spell damage, but what would that be, though? I think you would still be way off. Yeah, because then you would have 19. Yeah, so you'd have 5.
Could be. Yeah. Ooh, Sludge Belcher again just feels so risky.
Well, that's game.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, man.
It should be.
But, I mean, at the same time, I don't know if you can... In Orange's shoes, obviously, you just use the sap, so maybe you're thinking, like, maybe it's safe. But the Healbot definitely would have been a little bit safer. I think Orange also wanted to try to make sure that he could play as Molten Giant, so a little bit greedy in some senses there, since he had both of them in hand. But that should be game.
Yep, it certainly is. Plenty of damage to take down Orange, and so Flurry is going to come right back and tie it up in game number 2. And this Warlock versus Rogue, this one's going to go to Flurry.
All right, tied up 1-1, 2 decks left each between Orange and Flurry.
Getting a win for that Rogue is so big for Flurry, actually. Too,
yeah.
Because it is kind of the weak link, I think, in his set of decks. And so to get that, especially to get it against Handlock, is really nice.
Yeah, it's kind of an uphill battle. And so now that he's dealt with that, both of them have 2 decks left. We have about 24 people left here watching the match as we near 1 a.m. here in Korea.
Wow.
Yeah, we're getting late now.
We knew this was going to be a late one, Chobra.
No, tomorrow's going to be later because it starts now.
I'm like, I'm going to fly back to Korea, and then the next day I'm going to cast 7 best-of-5s until 3 a.m. Let's do it.
It's very brave of you.
I can go all day, Chobra.
I have mad respect.
Apparently, I can go all night.
Can't go all night. I have faith in you as we go into the next set between these two guys.
Warlock versus Druid.
Yep, sticking with the handlock for Orange.
Yeah.
Druid coming back from Orange.
내가 대자연을 수호하겠다.
All right. So this is an interesting matchup. Obviously, you've got some silences for Twilight Drakes and things like that. You've got the ability to burst from relatively low health for Druid. So if Druid gets a really fast start, this can be a problem for Handlock. But right now, it looks like this start is going okay for Orange. Doesn't need to worry about a whole lot early on.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all. Meanwhile, he has his Twilight Drake. So.
Yeah, he does. And he seems to have a knack for drawing into Mountain Giants, too, so we'll see if he's able to keep doing that. Well, it's a giant, I guess.
That's true. A couple more chances here.
Oh, wow, second Sludge Belcher.
Belcher, okay.
I literally, I'm not even kidding, I almost said Twilight Belcher. Just
That's pretty cool. If you're belching Twilight, I mean.
Twilight Belcher. That was the name of my glam rock band from 1987. That's right. Our cover was like a motorcycle with a unicorn horn.
Classic.
Middle of the desert with like my bandmates and me made up of stars in the night sky.
It's
right.
artistic, man.
It was a different time, Chobra.
Now, do you silence this right away? Because it will just trade.
Yeah. That's always the question, right? I think you can kind of let this one go.
Yeah, just put down the logo.
Maybe. Or
'Cause here's the
honestly,
thing.
Harrison Jones. I mean, really. It does decent damage, right? Put it out there. But it's going to be Lothep after all.
Yeah.
All right. There's the Mountain Giant. See, I told you.
Wow. Orange the sky.
How do you deal with the Lothep, though? Could just play a Sludge Belcher.
I think you just ignore it. Or you could summon Fairy Protector, but you probably want to save that for the Giant.
Yeah.
Because you'll be able to play both next turn. So I actually think you just hit face.
I kind of feel like Sludge Belcher would have been nice there.
Well, he's had 4 mana.
Oh, you're right, you're right. Wow.
Oh, and then he taunts it up. Okay, to force the trade. Alright, if you're going to taunt it up, then that's fine.
It does put it in range for Wrath, though, which is a bit surprising.
Yeah, now the other argument there is, of course, it could get silenced and just traded for, free. So, I see the reasoning. Hitting first. Hitting Lothep first. Now that's a good... Well, you can clear then.
Yeah, that's true. You wouldn't get to play anything, though, which is
Right.
kind of awkward, especially with Dr. Boom coming down next turn for Flurry as he's mousing over to show us. Or our spectators, rather.
Right. Now, Orange does have a BGH for the Dr. Boom, though, so... Oh, what about the Belcher this turn, and then trying to hold off, because we saw that he's running 2 owls, so there's a good chance he'll draw into one.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think the Belcher would be perfectly okay. I was thinking about it. Yeah. I think the Sludge Belcher is certainly the safest play. That's what we'll go with, a little bit more damage to face.
Yeah. That's reasonable, because you do want to start chipping down at some point, even at 1
Oh, let me see your Sludge Belcher and raise you a Sludge Belcher. Or just play Dr. Boom. Or just draw some cards.
Yeah, I think here you draw for sure. You're feeling pretty safe.
Yeah.
You just want to open up your choices a little bit more.
Ragnaros.
Full double combo.
Ragnaros is pretty nice. Well, he's got 2 Force of Natures anyway.
Yes.
Still missing those Taunt Givers. He's still, of course, got that Sludge Belcher. Looks like he's going to go ahead and not give the Sylvanas anything.
Okay.
Yours.
Alright, well that's a lot of reduction for Orange.
Yes, it is. So what do you do here? Do you play Ragnaros and just sort of like do some damage to face when you trade? Or do you maybe just play Dr. Boom and trade? Or do you just go face? And YOLO rag it?
Yeah, I think definitely kill it. Dr. Boom sounds more reasonable.
Yeah, you can't allow Thorazin to maybe live because of Ragnaros. Well, big game hunter in the hand of Orange, so he can deal with this pretty easily.
Yeah.
You know, taking some Boombots to the face wouldn't be the worst thing ever right now, too, because it'll let him get closer to that Mountain Giant. And he's got the anti-Keel bot to bring him right back up, too, after he plays it. He also still has that Mountain Giant in his hand as well, too, which needs to get played at some point.
Yeah, I think the Mountain Giant is fine here.
Yeah.
Got the BGH. Then, yep, the Watcher setting up for a defender play.
Yep, makes
Future
sense.
turns.
Okay.
What's the best way to deal with this board?
maybe one of the force of natures, actually.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I mean, when you're running double and you have both in your hand, oftentimes one is a good idea. It's a good idea to use it for clear.
See where the bombs fall. Oh, wow. 4 damage to that Ancient Watcher. Unfortunately, none of the damage goes to Mountain Giant, so he's just going to go for it with Ragnaros. So
Yeah, if it hits the
1 in
Mountain
3
Giant,
chance.
that'd be pretty clutch.
Yes, it would. Where's it going to go? Oh, face.
Well, that's not...
All right. Well, that Mountain Giant's pretty cheap now. And there's Lotheb. So he can prevent the combo next turn, and he doesn't quite have enough mana to play that and play Defender of Argus, so he could go for Defender of Argus and Sludge Belcher and just have a huge taunt lineup. That might be the way to go here.
Okay.
Could also go for Molten Giant and Defender of Argus as well.
Yeah, that's the one I was personally thinking of.
Do you think that's maybe not enough taunt, though?
Just 2.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
What's good?
Yeah, that's good. That's literally what he
Good.
says.
Hey. That is almost enough for a double Molten Giant into Defender, but it's enough for a single Molten Giant into Defender, which is nice. In fact, he could Defender up. He could run his Mountain Giant into Ragnaros and still keep it at 1 health, but
Yeah.
looks like he's just going to taunt those up and trade.
Okay. Alright. That leaves the Ancient Watcher taunt at 1 more health than the Mountain Giant would have been if he ran that in.
Yeah, and it also leaves it not available to Wrath, too, which is nice thing about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Well, a little bit of a tough situation again for Flurry here to be in.
That Molten proving to be a pretty big threat.
Yeah, looking that way. Well, the Keeper can take out the 5-2, but they don't really have anything to deal with the Giant at the moment.
Quiet.
He's just going for as much clear as he can, I guess. Another Wrath. Cycling that.
Yeah. I think... Okay, I was wondering if you actually just killed the Defender because the Watcher for now is taunted and not silenced, but...
The combo is a real danger right now for Orange.
Absolutely.
I think you have to play Lotheb this turn. You've still got that 4-mana Sludge Belcher.
True.
It'd be pretty risky to leave yourself up into any sort of vulnerability here. Dark Bomb. Okay, Amani Berserker. He also does have anti-Keelbot as well, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Orange has a lot of tools, it's just how he wants to use them.
Oh boy. All right, well, he prevents the combo, which is nice. And he still has that big 9/9 that's hard to get through.
Yeah.
So with the, let's see, if it was a silence from Keeper of the Grove, it still would not be enough damage, anywhere near enough to get through and end it.
Huh. Wait, if you...
Quiet.
I mean,
But
you could
does
silence.
Orange end it no matter what, is the big question here.
Yeah, that.
Right, because if you silence it, and let's say you put down, what, a Sludge Belcher? Because that will survive 2 attacks. Then you have... you still have 16 plus Hellfire, so that's
Quiet.
lethal for Orange.
At 24 damage on the board right now, I believe, for Orange.
Now, if you silence it and you kill the Defender and you put down a Sludge Belcher, then you would survive. Oh, but he has a... Now.
Yes, he does. And so that is going to be game. All he has to do is play the Owl and then run in with his minions. And that is it. Yep, so
Man.
Orange taking game number 3 and putting himself 1 win away from winning it for the Global Geniuses.
Yep.
GG.
Yeah, here on the first day of this match between the Global Geniuses and the All Killers. Of course, it's not over today, guys, so if you're watching right now, don't forget to tune in tomorrow where we will have the same teams competing in a little different format.
Yep, that's right. Going to all-kill format tomorrow.
Yeah, all-kill format with the last winner today starting the match off and selecting their opponent.
Yep. So Flurry rather has Druid and Warrior. Orange has Warrior. So are we going to see that mirror? Druid versus Warrior is.
I think you just go for it.
Just go for the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I think so. Now, generally on paper, who does better in the Dragon Warrior versus Crow Warrior?
It's a good question. There haven't been really a lot of games with that matchup. It's tough to say, because, I mean, Dragon Warrior, you end up with Uzera, which is like the ultimate late-game control versus control card,
Exactly.
right?
I think that's one of the biggest things.
We're not going to need to worry about that. Is Warrior
Oh,
versus
okay.
Druid. We'll see if Flurry can win this one and force a game 5.
All right, here's what I want to see, though, regardless of the game 5.
내가 대자연을
I
수호하고
want to see if Orange is running Nefarian, and then
yeah.
if he draws the combo
We haven't seen it
with
yet.
Nefarian.
That'd be an epic finish to day 1, wouldn't it? Keeping that Acolyte of Pain and drawing into some decent stuff. Not getting any activator for that Blackwing Corruptor just yet.
Yeah, but he's got some time.
He does, yeah. That's the nice thing about this deck is that I feel like, I mean, if you've got those 3 big dragons in it, you've got, you know, kind of a 1 out of 10 chance, better than that, chance each turn to draw something that activates it. So
Yes.
it's not bad. But a Sludge Belcher won't do it. It's not a dragon.
Unfortunately, I'm sure it had a dream.
Sludge Dragon. Dragon Belcher.
Dragon Belcher.
Shade of Naxxramas.
All right. I guess you can just put down your Acolyte.
Yeah, why not? Put some pressure on your opponent to maybe reveal it. I don't think that's going to happen, though.
Yeah, not with that Belcher ruining the day. But
Well, he will reveal it, but it's going to be safe, of course, because of the Sludge Belcher. Still no dragon. He has an Execute, though, which is pretty nice. But what else do you play besides that, you know?
yeah, I don't.
You could just Execute Armor Up.
I guess you have to because it's going to take you so long to get to it. It feels kind of bad because you might want it.
Yeah. It does. It does, but it doesn't feel as bad as when that Shade gets gigantic and you can't kill it. He's got one more turn, too. You know, he could just wait for it and see if maybe he draws into a dragon and then he could kill it with the Blackwing Corruptor.
That's what I was thinking. You know,
Yeah.
you just save it, and worst case, all right, fine, you took 4 more damage, but you can still execute it then.
Yeah, it's not the most vital thing to finish it off right now.
Oh, okay. You can also just go with the Belcher and force the trade on the flip side.
Yeah, just trying to slow things down. But it will not slow them down too much.
Not much at all. Well, Orange better hope he draws into a dragon. Now, there's a pretty good chance he will, given the dragons in this deck. But he hasn't drawn any of them yet.
Certainly seems that way. Execute's still an option as well, too. And nope, still no dragon.
So I guess you
Alright.
execute it now.
Yeah, I suppose. He's thinking about it.
Can't execute yourself. Don't want to do that.
And just equipping that Death Spite then.
Yeah, just.
What's it gonna be? Oh.
Oh, wow.
Harrison
yeah, the
Jones.
Harrison
Wow. Yeah.
I mean,
That hurts Orange big time. I mean, obviously the Death Rattle still goes off, but he already used one Execute. It's not going to do him any good right now. That's a tough situation. And if Flurry draws into the combo too, he has enough stuff on the board where he could just kill Orange straight out, perhaps.
yeah, he can actually. He has lethal if he draws Force of Nature.
I wonder if Orange runs Brawl in this.
Probably not.
Yeah.
That's one of the cards you would have to take out for the Corruptors.
You're right.
Oh,
there it is.
That
Wow.
is game.
draws into the force of nature. Orange just nodding. He's like, yep, that happens sometimes. And Flurry able to take it to game number 5. Korea is not done yet. And we have a Warrior Mirror coming up. Wow.
Wow, well done, Flurry, going down to that last game in this match.
Yeah.
And will Flurry have a chance to go up against Savitz afterwards, or will Orange put an end to day 1 in this matchup between the Global Geniuses and the Korean All Killers? Should be pretty intense.
It's exciting stuff, man. I like to see this get close.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm really also just happy for Flurry to be able to prove his merit here in the Korean Hearthstone scene.
Yeah.
But they're jumping right into the game, of course. Even the players eager to see what the result is in this Warrior matchup, and we talked about it. A little different build from each player.
All right.
Both of them will be Sarah, though.
True. Okay, another Blackwing Corruptor in the shield block for Orange this time around. And not the quickest hand in the world for Flurry as well, so Orange may be able to get a little bit out a little bit quicker. And I'm curious to see how he's going to play this one. A lot of armor passage.
Yeah, I'm sure until like turn 5 or so, we won't really see much action from either side.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to coin out the Acolyte so that he can full Taskmaster next turn. Nope, armor pass.
Why not?
Armor pass, man. Big
Make a
armor.
song.
Pass.
Hearthstone community should make a song
Armor pass.
about armor pass. All you see in the song is armor pass in different tunes.
I hope that never happens, Chopra.
I'll do it. I'll spearhead this great project.
Wow. And then he shield blocks and passes the turn.
Truly a mirror match.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the role playing by both of these players. Mad respect.
So now it's time to maybe chip away at the armor a little bit. That looks like what it's going to be.
Guess what we're going to see first.
Death Spite, chipping away at the armor a bit. He could also coin into a Cruel Taskmaster onto the Acolyte of Pain. And he's going to do it. Yeah. All right, drawing a card. Getting himself a little bit more power onto the board. And what's the draw going to be? Sylvanas. Okay, that's a helpful spell.
Yeah, no, that's...
Creature. Or minion.
Well, it might as
whatever.
well be a spell.
Whatever it's called.
But it's, yeah, it's going to be pretty solid, especially in the mirror matchup.
Yep. Oh,
Dr.
Dr.
Boo.
Boo. Not bad. All right. And so, a decent curve for Orange.
Yeah, still no dragons, though.
Yeah. This turn 5 is a bit rough, though. Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking it was turn 6. So it's a bit awkward, though. At least he can clear the first sort of form of the sludge belch, reducing him to just sludge that was belched.
All right. And the Shield Maiden probably still for Flurry, just really ramping up the armor towards the end here.
All right, here we go. We're entering the later game.
Yeah, this is where things may get different from player to player here, especially as Orange vies for a chance to use that Corruptor for some efficient clear. Not seeing it for now, though.
Well, he's still got plenty of time to draw into it.
Exactly.
We're just going to see the Shield Maiden for him, too.
We could. Or, okay. It is 5-4, so it's a fair challenge.
Okay.
Brawl for Flurry, not Orange.
And if you get a shield block, or not shield block, a shield slam used on that, it's going to feel pretty good because you've got bigger stuff coming. So he's trying to draw out a shield slam right now, or even drawing out a trade is okay. There's Death Spite. So it does at least reduce a little bit of Flurry's armor, which makes things slightly safer against shield block, but not a lot.
Yeah, just a tad bit.
Shield slam, rather. Yeah, not really any notable way.
Seems to be the way to go here. Now, Flurry can get rid of this pretty efficiently thanks to the Death Bite.
Yeah.
Shield block, shield slam, all sorts of options here.
He could just armor up, shield slam, Dr. Boom, and then drop his Sludge Belcher too.
이제 뭘 할까?
I just wonder if he's going to maybe activate Death Spite's Death Rattle this game, or this turn rather. He could do a lot of damage this turn. Looks like he's just going to let Orange run into him then.
Okay. Well, Flurry is ahead. In terms of...
Oh, there's the Brawl. Ooh, Brawl would be so good. Yeah, he's going to play that one almost immediately. He's still got 3 mana to deal with. And with that Sludge, he can take it out with the Fiery War Axe. Wow, 1 Boombot lives.
Oh, okay.
That really could not have ended any better for Orange.
Yeah. Take the axe.
It's a pretty big swing. Now, Flurry still is way ahead in life. So that's kind of the big concern right now. And once Dr. Boom hits the field, that Brawl is going to be sorely missed by Orange. But what do you do? I mean, I think that was a Brawl-worthy situation, so...
Yeah, I think in Orange's shoes at the time, not being able to see both players' hands,
Yeah.
Brawl seemed pretty darn reasonable.
Yeah, I think that's
이제 뭘
a
할까?
play you would expect to see from pretty much anyone in that situation.
Now, Flurry, knowing that the Brawl is gone, I think he can safely play that.
Yeah.
Now, there's an execute.
And waiting for that Death Rattle. All right. Oh, double Sludge Belcher. Okay. He doesn't. Well, he can execute Dr. Boom at least.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Ouch. If Gromash gets drawn, it is over for Orange.
Yes.
If Gromash gets drawn, it is not over for Orange. Actually, it
Is it
still would
not?
be over.
It would be, right?
Yeah. Well, he's going to kill Dr. Boom, so no, it wouldn't be.
Okay.
Because that only does 14 damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's not. Huh.
And even with the Cruel Taskmaster, it's only 16 damage.
Yep.
Yep.
So I guess you just go for the draw here with the protest. Oh, okay. No, with the Death Bite.
Yeah, that makes sense. And once you draw, there's a Shield Slam. Not bad to have with that shield block in hand. He's got 2 of them right now. And do you go for the second draw? You don't have an activator for Gromash right now. Unless you Shield Slam it. Which you can do. But now it'd be a little bit rough. There's Acolyte of Pain. Okay. So Flurry's still way ahead in life total. But not
By
the
a
best.
lot.
Not the strongest hand ever.
Yeah, I mean, Orange can flip this around as soon as he starts drawing his dragons, right? Yusera and Alex Tarasa, quite frankly, are the only ones he really needs.
Yeah, Flurry's got Ysera too, at least.
Yes.
Probably Alex Strasser.
Yes, these
So-
decks actually may not be as different as they seem to be on paper.
Yeah, it just seems like the Blackling Corruptor is a major difference between these two. There's Harrison Jones. At least the weapon's gone. Yep. Double Belcher all the way.
Well, 2 axes.
Can also Shield Slam both of them as well too.
Yeah, 2 shield slams. I was about to say.
He could completely clear between the Axe, his Shield Slams, and the Cruel Taskmaster. But that would put him in a situation where he just has no way to deal with big minions that come out after that.
뭘 할까?
True.
It sounds greedy. I really like just playing the Sylvanas here.
Yeah, me too. I actually don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily greedy, but I agree that it's the better play here.
Well, if you play Sylvanas, you probably aren't going to shield. Well, you could Shield Slam her. And then you could Shield Slam the other one and kill it with a Cruel Taskmaster. So you would have a Sludge Belcher and a 2-1, and he would have nothing. Which is pretty sick. Yeah. I think that may be what we're CC and just kind of reverse order. No. Not shield slamming Sylvanas. I'm getting too combo crazy right now. That's what's happening. I just want to see all the sick moves.
Yeah, I mean, given
dragons.
that you're so ahead in
Yeah.
health, I think saving it is okay. Because, yeah, I mean, the only way he would activate it is you would still get at least the sludge that comes out of it. So,
글쎄.
So why not go ahead and weaken your own Sludge Belcher a bit? Just because once they steal it, it'll be easier to deal with then. And he's got that one execute. Not really worth using on Sylvanas, I would say. This is such a complicated matchup right now.
yeah, but I think a lot of that being that actually both of them not having the ideal cards they want.
Give him the 1-2.
Okay.
Give him the old 1-2.
선택해야 한다.
Then play the old Emperor Tharzan.
Yeah, sounds reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, the danger, of course, is that your opponent has Grommash and an activator, in which case you are almost dead. Ascension Shieldmaster, Flurry really playing it safe with this one. I would imagine that's probably the difference between these two is one has Sengens, the other has Blackland Corruptors. And I think there's a healthy debate over the usefulness of that. Nice. Gets the draw on the Acolyte of Pain and draws into Gorehowl. Yeah, this is looking pretty rough for Orange. I think Savitz might have to try to save the Global Geniuses here.
Yeah.
It is just not looking good for Orange right now. There's a shield block, though. So he's not quite dead yet. But it just seems hard to imagine Flurry losing, you know, with the shield blocks or with the shield slams, with the brawl.
Man, none of the dragons coming out for Orange, too. That's so rough.
I know, it's been I think we've only seen it really in the first game. So I wonder if it is just Ysera and Alex Strasza as far as dragons go in the step, because we still have not seen Nefarian.
Could be, could be.
Yep.
Alright.
Well, you can shield slam Sylvanas after you trade your Acolyte of Pain in. That's a nice way to handle it. IMO.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so he's going to kill her with Gorehowl, and then he's going to just go Taskmaster.
Okay, that's fine, too.
He's keeping that, yeah, I suppose he's still got that one cruel Taskmaster anyway. In case he draws Grommash for the
Right, yeah, he's
easy
looking
kill,
for
yeah.
the finisher because he's so far ahead now. He's just trying to fish for it. As for Orange, I mean, even if you get high-end dragons, what are you going to do with them?
Needs to draw Ysera. I think that's what needs to happen here.
He quite frankly needs to draw all the dragons he has. You need
Yeah.
the Ysera, you need the Alex Strasza.
Well, there's Ysera.
Wrong
Flurry's got that
side.
one, yeah.
Now, there is an execute.
There is, yes. But really, I mean, there's no reason not to play this.
Yeah, for Flurry, you absolutely do.
Yep. Dream. Okay.
Not.
Whoa,
Oh.
there's the Ysera, though. And that plus execute. Pretty
Okay.
sick draw for Orange, but he's only going to get one draw from it. It's not a good day
gonna
for
be-
Ysera. They aren't lasting very long.
Oh,
Ysera
All right,
awakens.
he gets Ysera Awakens.
Oh, there's Grommash. I believe that is it, maybe?
Yeah,
Because
19.
12 plus 5. Actually, no, that's not. It's
yeah.
1 damage short, isn't it?
So,
All right, so the game continues.
no,
Yeah,
man.
has to use that cool Taskmaster. He still can shield slam Grommash next turn if he armors up. Yeah,
Yes.
he's going to do it. So that should
that
still be
should be
basically
game.
game. Because what's he going to do? Ysera awakens his turn. Good shield slam. And armor up. If he shield slams and armors
Huh.
up, Well, if he does this, then I don't think he can get enough health to survive. Yeah, he would be down to 15, which would be pretty easily killable.
Yeah, you would, because you're at 19 right now. You need to just shield slam in and then
Shield slam armor up.
yeah.
Oh, how much attack is on that weapon right now? 5?
Yes.
So 5 plus 12 is 17. So yeah.
Oh.
Live. Oh, but there's a Sarah. So that is going to be game.
No way, Flurry.
Yeah. Actually, there's no. Oh, because he reduced
'cause
the armor, so there's no activator for Grommash. All right. All right. He can play it, attack in, and then he can dream it back to his hand again,
Fair enough.
which is pretty fun.
Oh, is he?
He's just leaving
Oh,
it out there.
man.
Wow. Well, he doesn't have a whole lot to worry about.
The gutsy plays.
Alex Straza. And what is the total damage next turn?
Yeah, okay, he has 15 no matter what. So.
And the thing is that if he attacks in, he's going to activate Grommash anyway.
Yeah.
So it's over.
That is game.
That is it. There's the shield slam. Activate the Grommash, and so Flurry is going to take it. We are going to game match 7. Wow.
We are going the full way.
7 best
on
of
day
5s.
one. Let's
tonight.
do it.
We might as well just sleep over at the studio at this point.
Yep, we'll be back tomorrow anyway.
Yep.
Sounds like a good idea.
My dog would miss me. I have to go home. Probably wondering where I am right now.
Well played by Flurry. Going to the very end, and he has one more best of 5 to try to put Korea in the lead after day 1. Now
Yep.
we do have 2 days of matches, and whoever wins today does get a pretty big advantage in tomorrow in that they start, but they also get to select their opponent. Orange looks a little flustered by that, but Orange also had a good run today.
Yeah, that last game, it was just a little bit awkward. The Blackwood Corruptors just were not working out for him. Never got the Dragons when they needed it. Really in the last couple games of that, so.
Well, we'll be taking a
That's what
quick
happens.
break, guys, and we'll return with Savit versus Flurry as the last match of the day.